Look at this one. You have a socio-cultural theory, which you might have studied in your sociology. Now, in socio-cultural theory, just look at this part. Socio-cultural theory emphasizes the influence of social interactions and cultural factors on individual development. So, our knowledge and reasoning capabilities are a direct reflection of what? Social interactions, how your parents taught you these knowledge and reasoning. Stephen Hawking, in his family, they used to have a roundtable conference when they used to have dinner. And in this roundtable conference, they used to have conversations related to reasoning. When you have roundtable conference, it is to know Big Boss Ali, who gets eliminated. I never watch a Big Boss kind of things. I hate those kind of series. And there's no point. But in my home, they watch it. Big Boss, they watch it. ಅದು ನಾಗಿಣಿದು ಯಾವುದೋ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಕಣ್ರು ಯಾವ್ದದು something I know, I don't know. And they used to watch that ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ. Okay. Because of these things, I stopped watching TV altogether. Be that as it may, you have a socio-cultural theory which says our knowledge and reasoning capabilities are directly proportional to the social interactions or the ecosystems in which we have grown up. In Indian society, are we taught to question things, generally speaking? No. When you take Western society, are they taught to question things relatively more compared to Indian society? You guys agree with me? That's the thing. In our schools, if you questioned your teacher, the teacher used to get irritated. Am I right or am I wrong? And they used to take revenge in terms of the low marks they used to award. Right? Petty teachers. All of you following me? Petty they were. That is not how you develop a country. Then you have one more book which I have spoken about in our ethics classes, Thinking Fast and Slow. In Thinking Fast and Slow, there are two systems in our brain, System 1 and System 2. System 1 takes a decision in a very fast, intuitive way. System 2, on the other hand, takes a decision in a fast way or a reasoning way. Reasoning way. You have to know at what point in time you have to switch on System 1 or switch on System 2. Understand my point? There are some people, even in winters, in the night, they will switch on the fan and they will sleep. And the two at maximum speed. Am I right or am I wrong? What reasoning you have, I don't know. But still you do it because that white noise is important for you to fall asleep. ಅದು ಫ್ಯಾನ್ ನಾಯ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೇನೋ ನಿದ್ದೆನೇ ಬರಲ್ಲ. Am I right or am I wrong? Yes. Come back. So when we talk about how we take decisions, we have to take decisions in an intuitive way, yes, but at the same time, it has to be complemented with rational analysis. This is what Thinking Fast and Slow, right? A book by Daniel Kahneman talks about. Please go home and read about this book in case if you're not aware. So one of your friend was asking me, sir, what type of books I should read? I told him non-fictional books. I told him psychology books. So you can pick books like this. If you want any more other psychological books, I can suggest you that. But the problem is this, when you're reading a psychology book, in the initial few pages, you will feel as if you're reading some Niman's hospital content. Understand my point? You need to have patience to understand it and then move on. All of you are following me. You need to have the talma in life. Whatever book you read, it is not going to be something which you will understand first day itself. If it was so easy, we would have achieved a lot many things in life. Understand my point? So come back. Like this, there are many other literary works. One of your batchmates had written an essay on this essay topic, the poets are unacknowledged legislators of the world. So in this, your legislators are teaching you to develop reasoning or they're teaching you to be very silent? Always reasoning. And some of you might have heard of this book, Gulliver's Travels. Have you heard of this book? How many of you have read this book? 1, 2. How many of you have watched a movie on this? Right? Hindi lo itto. Am I right or am I wrong? So my friend, what's your name? Brown color t-shirt. Santosh. Tell me Santosh. OJP or non-OJP? OJP. Tell me, what do you remember about this book? Reading the book. That is what I want to know. Giant man, yes. Adviti. Yes, it's good. ಯಾವಾಗ ಓದಿದಪ್ಪ ICSE na CBSE na ನೀನು? ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು ಬಿಡು. My dear state students, have you heard of this book? Have you read this book? State syllabus, Who Will Bell the Cat? This was the story that we had. Do you remember that? Idikke, education system itself is creating inequality. Another idikkene. Bhuvan, state, CBSE or ICSE? Ishtane. So the kind of education which we are giving to students, generally speaking, itself is wrong. There should be similar quality. This is what I feel. ICSE ante, CBSE ante, state ante, anond 50 feet garbage ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ corporation school syllabus. That is not how it should be. Listen to me now carefully. In Gulliver's Travel, it is a book written by a guy called as Jonathan Swift. Now here, Gulliver, he is someone who likes to travel. Understand the point? The moment I say travel, you have to think of UPSC essay topics such as not all who wander are lost. Understand the point? So he likes to travel, and first voyage, all right, first time when he travels, he goes to a land called as Lilliput. Understand the point? Lilliput. So usually people who are small, we in English try to call them as Lilliputs. Understand the point? He goes to a land where he is the giant and all the people are small creatures. All of you are following me? And these small creatures also have a king, also have a queen, also have a bureaucracy, also have their own army. Lilliput, one small island, is in a fight with another island. There also the people are small only. Understand the point? Now Lilliput has captured this giant man, that is Gulliver. They want Gulliver to go to another island and destroy that island. No matter whether you're a giant or you're a Lilliput, the human tendency to destroy others is very high. Am I right or am I wrong? That is what the book was talking about. And there in that Lilliput, the small island where Gulliver has been captured, he observes what is happening in the court. Let us say I'm the king. Let us say all of you have come to be ministers in my court. Do you think I will give you ministership just like that? No, this is not Indian democracy. Okay. In that Gulliver's Travel, what happens? The king asks, let us say madam wants to be a minister. So I tell madam, you walk on a tight rope. Understand the point? You might have seen some people walking on a rope. So like this. Now here, am I giving her ministership based on her merit, or am I giving her ministership based on very superficial things? In that way, it is same to Indian democracy. Am I right? Hey, you're from this caste, come, I will give you ministership. Hey, you're from this family, come, I will give you ministership. MP ticket, fine, we will give you. MLK ticket, fine, we will give you. Like this is how it happens. Am I right or am I wrong? So here he is talking about, this was not something which was there in this fictional island. He is also saying it is there in common people, in UK at that point in time, in Ireland at that point in time. Ministership responsibilities were given to people in a very haphazard manner. People were not questioning, people were not reasoning their leaders. Following me? The same Gulliver, he goes to another voyage next time. He becomes free from these small creatures, right? He goes back to UK, and in UK, he can't stay forever. Understand the point? Just like me, I cannot be in Bangalore forever. I have to keep moving. So in one of my classes, I told for the next 2 months, I will be here. Again, misrepresentation. Umesh sir will be there in Insights for only next 2 months. Very useless fellows. Until and unless your mains is done, I will be here. After that, I will go out, teach somewhere else, because I require diversity in my life. Understand my point? Pade ade Chandra layout students na nodi. Mungaru Madalapa, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಫಿಲಮ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಗಾಳಿಪಟ, ಅದೇ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು, ಅದೇ ಟ್ರಾಫಿಕ್, ಅದೇ ಪಾಕಶಾಲಾ, ಬರೀ ವಾಪಸ್ಸು. Listen to me now. So he goes to second voyage, and when he goes to second voyage, he goes to an island where he's the small, and in that island the other fellows are giant creatures. There also he highlights the flaws in human reasoning. Like this, I cannot tell you the whole story of the book. The book is very long. All of you are following me. I want you to go through the gist of Gulliver's Travel by either Googling it or chat GPTing it. Whatever you want. Go through it. It is a very beautiful book. You can use that book in this one, knowledge and reasoning. Am I right? You can use that book in terms of not all who wander are lost. All of you are following me. You can use the book even in another essay topic called as You Can't Step on the Same River Twice. Now, you have one more book which was written by a Francis Bacon, right? Those who have taken PSIR might be aware of him. In case if you have not, go through this book and what he says. He says reasoning is the foundation of a well-functioning society. Reasoning is the foundation of a well-functioning society. If you do not have that reasoning, you will start celebrating your shed heroes, right? Like as if they're greater than life celebrities. It's not like that. Understand my point? Yes. Reasoning is the foundation of a well-functioning society. Do we have that reasoning in our society as of now? No. That is why our society is not a well-functioning society as far as I can see. Yes, there are some pockets of good here and there, but not everywhere. You guys agree with me? Come back. Like this, there are multiple books, right? So you have this book written by Dalai Lama and Desmond Tutu. The name of the book is The Book of Joy. There also they say, if there is pain and suffering, right? Analyze why you're getting pain and suffering. In my ethics class, I would have told you, embrace pain and... Now when you embrace it, I do not mean jadoo ki jappi. Understand my point? I want you to analyze why you are getting that pain and suffering. Reason with it, and then you improve upon, right? There is one more book called as The Moral Landscape. Even in this book, they have emphasized on reasoning capabilities. All of you are following me? Remember these things. It's not just one book that I've given you. I've given you multiple books. I cannot tell you the stories in each and every book because the problem is then it becomes a very elaborate, exhaustive exercise. Following my point? Come back. There are movies. The Pursuit of... Some of you might have watched this film. Is it based on a false story or a true story? True story, but with some exaggeration because you know Hollywood. Understand my point? And there is one more very beautiful movie called as Lunchbox. Have you seen that movie? Very beautiful movie, very silent, and it has a good number of moral teachings as well. Lunchbox. Am I right or am I wrong? Go through this movie and find out what is the knowledge or what is the reasoning that they're trying to impart to you. Following my point? Have you come across any movie which emphasizes on reasoning apart from Pursuit of Happiness, apart from Lunchbox? Do you have any other movie which tries to impart reasoning in you? Go ahead. It can be Kannada movie as well. That's not a problem. Have you seen this film called as Lucia? Loose Madandalla, Adberedadu. Lucia, have you seen? So Lucia talks a little bit about reasoning. Am I right? Rangita Ranga, have you seen that? Yes. There is some reasoning here. Understand my point? Any other movies as such? Vandu Muttina? Kate, Hara Allah, Kate. There also there is some reasoning, there is some knowledge that they're talking about. They're talking about tribal justice. Am I right or am I wrong? They're talking about tribal exploitation. You must have watched the Shabdavedi, Gandhada Gudi, right? When you used to watch movies in the earlier days, there was a lot of knowledge and reasoning that they were trying to impart and inculcate. When you watch movies these days, what is this? Irritating stuff. साला झुकेगा नहीं, तू झुकेगा, सबके सामने झुकेगा, झूठ मत बोल. Am I right? And I was watching national awards. They have given national award for Shah Rukh Khan. For which film? One of the worst films I've ever watched. And his acting is over the top, non-believable acting. Understand my point? Any other movies which you have seen and which gives you hope, which improves your reasoning? Sorry? Rocketry, okay. Adan bitti haled ಹೇಳ್ರಲ್ಲ. Oh, madam, so original you are. ಗಂಧದ ಗುಡಿ ಹೇಳಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅದು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿತ್ತು ನನಗೆ. ಬೇರೆದು ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ರಿ. ರಾಜ್ಕುಮಾರ್ದು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬೇರೆ ಫಿಲಮ್ ಇಲ್ವಾ? ಏನೋ ಚಿಂಚೋಡಿನಾ? ಚಿಚ್ಚೋರೆ, ಓಕೆ. ಸುಶಾಂತ್ ಸಿಂಗ್ ರಾಜ್ಪೂತ್, ಓಕೆ ಗುಡ್. ಕನ್ನಡ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಿಂದಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ರಲ್ಲೇ, ಅಭಿಮಾನಿ ದೇವರುಗಳು. Okay, good. Not a problem. Chichore was also good. You know, Sizzler. Schindler's List. Sizzler and then another hotel go there. Yes, Schindler List. That also talks about knowledge and reasoning. Nothing wrong with that. Malgudi Days, very good. Yes, this is Shankar Nag. Nodi Swami. Now hero doige. Madam, you deserve applause. Thank you. Ivage nodi bedi. Verbal alle saku. Okay. Sarkari? Okay, very good. That small children movie. Yes, it was good. It was nice. To be honest with you, when you watch your Rakshit Shetty or Shetty brothers film, there is some reasoning here and there. Am I right? ಉಳಿದವರು ನಮಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತು. ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಎಸ್ ಅದು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಗರುಡ ಗಮನ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಅದಲ್ಲೇನಿದೆ ರೀಸನಿಂಗು? ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ರೀಸನಿಂಗ್ ದೇರ್? Friendship might be good, but if one starts to misuse that friendship, understand my point? It is going to create to toxic situations. Am I right or am I wrong? Like this, there are multiple movies. I've just made you quote certain Kannada movies. Whichever Kannada movie or any other movie you quote, please make sure that it is critically acclaimed. Understand my point? Either at the national level or at the international level. If these movies have won national awards, you can talk about it. It's not a problem. You have movies such as Swadesh of your Shah Rukh Khan, which I like. Because here I saw some reasoning from a NRI mind point of view. Following me? Any other things? Sorry, sir? Tare Zameen Par, yes. Dangal, okay, good. Like this. Any other English movies? Inception, Interstellar, Christopher Nolan, every movie you bring, because his are reasoning movies. What about your UI? उधर रीजनिंग था या नहीं था हमको भी पता नहीं ನನಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. All of you following me? So listen to me now. Like this. Arts should make you think. Art is not just for entertainment. Arts should make you think. But is arts making us think these days? No. Art is just giving you idle entertainment. So when I say idle, I mean IDLE, idle. Understand my point? If you watch your Rohit Shetty movies, it is idle entertainment. Houseful 1, Houseful 2, Houseful 3, 4, 5. Hey, useless fellows. Fast and Furious movies are also like that. Idle entertainment. When you're watching idle entertainment, at that point in time, you might feel happy. But when you have left the theater, it feels as if your IQ has reduced by some points. Am I right? It doesn't feel as if your IQ has increased. I'll tell you the formula for present day cinemas. What is the formula? You take Shah Rukh Khan, Amir Khan, Salman Khan, all of them are 55 plus, but they still will be acting as if they're 25 to 35. They will get a heroine who is 22. Understand my point? South Indian ka fellow will be a villain there. Am I right or am I wrong? Tamanna Bhatia, she will go there for an item song. This is the template, am I right? Yes, here and there will be certain anti-gravity defining scenes. This is influenced by your Telugu cinemas. Balayana, okay. Just a small touch, 5 kilometers away. Understand my point? And you people are also not different. Violence, violence, violence. ಲೇ ಏನ್ ಡೈಲಾಗ ಇದು? ನಾವು ಬಬ್ರು ವಾಹನ ಕೇಳಿ ಬೆಳೆದಿರೋರು. Violence, violence. Come back. And whatever guns you're using in your movie, it will never run out of bullets only. This is the template. Arts should make you think. When you think, you improve your reasoning. There is a very beautiful movie called a Station Agent. All right? It's a very beautiful movie. Most of you might not like it, but I like it. It's a slow movie, but nevertheless, there is something very extraordinarily beautiful in this movie. When you get time, do watch it. It is available on YouTube. If not YouTube, it is available where? Telegram. Understand my point? A very beautiful movie. It is a slow moving movie. But nevertheless, the knowledge and reasoning it tries to impart is beautiful. When I am sad in my life, I watch that movie. Understand my point? It gives me a sense of hope. Following me? Come back. Listen to me. So it's not just these two movies. There could be other movies as well. All of you are following my point? Have you seen any other movie which talks about reasoning? Apart from what you have told, tell me some English movies. Sorry, sir. Shutter Island. Very good. It talks about reality as such. Very good. Santosh. Very good. Come back. Now look at some examples of people who have showcased knowledge and reasoning in their lives. I am not giving you an exhaustive list. Whatever little few things you know, I'm just adding to that. You have your Galileo. Did he accept the reasoning of the religious people or did he challenge it? Thinking is like a game. It might be unrewarding pursuit, but nevertheless, you have your duty towards truth. Then you have your Nelson Mandela. So Nelson Mandela, what did he do? Did he use knowledge and reasoning? Now to make people in South Africa forget about apartheid, did he use hatred as such or did he use compassion? That is the thing. Right here you have a guy called as Theodore Roosevelt. In your 1929 and 30, in your USA, there was a Great Depression. What was Great Depression back then? Geography term or economy term? You know very well. So to overcome this Great Depression, he had to infuse in people a sense of hope. He came out with a reasonable way to do that. Let us say you're all Americans in 1929, 1930. I am Theodore Roosevelt. You have lost your jobs. You do not have salary. So what I told you, you come and work for me. You build a road with me. You build a bridge with me. Now for whatever road and bridge you build, I am going to give you some money. What is this program in Indian society called as of now? Manrega. That is the thing. History is a series of victories won by scientific man over. That is what it is. You have your Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs, was he a romantic fellow or a scientific fellow? His visionary decision making was at the cross section of intuition and logic. ನಿಮಗೂ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು. ಮಾಡೋ ರೀತಿ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಕಲೀರಿ. Understand my point? Wanting to become IAS and IPS is not wrong. It is good. But don't romanticize it. Understanding? I would have scolded some students. These students will be thinking, tomorrow I will become IAS officer and I will come in front of him. Even if you come as Prime Minister of this country, I don't care. Understand my point? For the office I care, but not for you. Well, if you're following my point. Steve Jobs had that visionary. Then you have Marcus Aurelius. He was the one who wrote a book which famously came to be known as Meditations. Even he showcased that. All of you are following me like this. You have Martin Luther King Jr. Martin Luther King Jr., whenever you listen to some of his speeches, I have a dream. So when he's saying that I have a dream, he's trying to convince others also to dream like him. Am I right? And it is very difficult to make you dream. And when I say dream, I mean it at a collective level. I want my country to be developed and I want to see this before I die. I want India to be developed. I do not want to see all this hunger, unnecessary, socially regressive practices. I want to see them rectified before I die. This is a dream that I have. But just me dreaming is not enough. I have to convey this dream to others. I have to convince them. And that is the challenge. Many of your modern India personalities, they dreamt that India will become independent. But do you think that was the dream that everyone saw initially? No. It takes a lot of effort. Dreams that should not let India sleep. Me dreaming at an individual level is different. Me dreaming at a collective level and trying to make it collective, that is a very difficult thing. Because everyone wants something for themselves. Everyone has an entitlement mindset. Entitlement mindset means what? You and you more than anything else. Following my point? Come back. Look at this one. There are certain current affairs news. In Delhi's Science of Living curriculum, they're teaching you. Here, look at the term that they're using. Are they using the term art of living or science? Is living just an art or science as well? Both. Is essay just an art or is it a science as well? Both. Science of living, where they're teaching people how to develop reasoning capabilities. Look at the other things. UK schools revamp curriculum to teach students to recognize extremist content and misinformation, combating blind conformity. So where have I used the term conformity here? What impedes knowledge and reasoning? Cognitive bias. Under cognitive bias, you had conformity bias, you had anchoring bias, availability heuristics, and one more thing was overconfidence. Your UK is doing that. And what are we learning in our school curriculum? Who will bell the cat? Understanding. Look at the other stuff. Critical Thinking Awareness Day, February 15th. We want to highlight that Feb 15 is the Critical Thinking Awareness Day, not in India, but in USA. Feb 14 is what? Valentine's Day. So Feb 15th, you critically analyze whether the lady, the guy you are with, deserve to be with you. Understand? So here they're highlighting Critical Thinking Awareness Day. There is nothing wrong. This is actually quite exciting for me. So you can reciprocate the same things in your essays as well. When you write solutions, you talk about some exciting solutions from other parts of the world. And at the same time, you talk about solutions that we can take up. Your own solutions as well.